go through the solutions of the work that you were trying yesterday on Wednesday. And it was page 185, questions 1 to 3. And they were all kind of real world problems with patterns where you had questions to answer. Question 1 involved a salesperson on a cosmetic counter who got a bonus of €5 for every pack of makeup. So per pack of makeup. And we had to copy and complete a table. So on one side we had the number of packs that were sold, and on the other side we were adding up the bonus that the salesperson would receive. So if they sold 1 pack of makeup, they'd get a €5 bonus. If they sold 2 packs of makeup, they'd get a 5 plus 5, a €10 bonus. 3 packs of makeup, it's going to be a €15 bonus. 4 would give them 20, and 5 would give them 25. The question then, the follow-up question is this a linear pattern? And give a reason for our answer. So if we're asked if something is a linear pattern, what we need to look at is the change, the first difference, and is it the same at every step? And I think it's quite clear to see that it is, because we're getting €5 each time. So yes, this is a linear pattern. Yes, this is a linear pattern, as the first difference is constant. It's the same every time. The first difference, not different. It's a good thing we don't penalise for spelling and maths. The first difference is constant. And in fact, if we were asked what that constant is, it's 5 or plus 5, if you like. So this was part B, this was part A, and part C then asked us, if they sell 100 packs, what bonus will they receive? So 100 packs, as we can see, we're multiplying by 5 each time. So they would have €105, which is a €500 bonus. Okay, so that was question 1, and I hope that everybody was able to answer that okay. If you weren't, please let me know. Communication has gone quite silent recently. I'm hoping that's because everybody is managing well, but if you're not, you need to let me know. Now, question 2 has a bike that costs €10 per day, but also €18 insurance. Now the €18 insurance isn't every day, it's what it costs to hire the bike even before you have it for 1 day. So we're asked then to complete a table, day 1, 2, 3, and the cost of hiring the bike. So even if you hired the bike for no days, sometimes with these types of questions where there's an additional fee that you're starting with, I like to fill in, if I had no days, I would still be paying that €18. Okay, so if I hire the bike for 1 day, it's that €18 plus another 10 plus 18, which will give me 28. If I hire it for 2 days, then I have to pay €20 plus 18, which gives me 38. If I hire it for 3 days, €30 plus the 18 insurance, which is 48. What type of sequence does this table represent? So part A was filling in the table, part B was talking about what kind of sequence it was. And let's list it out. Now I'm going to include the 18 when you had no days at all. Sorry, loud bell. And what we can see is that we're adding on €10 for every day. So we start at 18 and we add on €10 for every additional day. So this is a linear sequence. A linear sequence because the first difference is constant. It's a long sentence, but that's what you need to say every time. It's a linear sequence because the first difference is constant. If you're asked what it is, that difference is 10 or plus 10 if you prefer. So that's answering part B. Part C, how much will the bike cost to rent for 4 days? So 4 days, we can see what was happening in our pattern there. We'll have 4 €10, so 40, plus the 18 insurance, which will be €58. If I was hiring the bike for 6 days, I would have 6 €10 or 60 plus 18, and that would be €78. And for part D, Joan wants to go on a biking holiday for 20 days. Let's see how much it will cost from this place for 20 days. 20 tens plus 18, that's 200 plus 18, €218 is what it would cost her from this shop. She has the option of either renting the bike with the above costs, or if she buys a bike, it will cost her €200. Which option do we recommend? So over 20 days, you might think, oh, that's less than 3 weeks. Sorry, that went off the screen there. Over 20 days, you might think that it's reasonable to rent a bike, but interestingly, she can buy a bike for less than she can rent it for, and she could probably sell the bike at the end of her holiday too and earn back some money. So we would definitely recommend buying a bike in this case. It might be surprising, but it's cheaper to buy the bike than rent it. And that does happen with these types of systems sometimes. It's interesting. Okay, so that was question 2. And again, hopefully everybody was able to answer that. Let's look now at question 3. So question 3 is about bacteria growing. This time the table was filled in for us. So bacteria grow very quickly, and we had time in hours, and we had the count. The count was the number of bacteria. So we can do that with microscopes now, we can work it out. So it starts at 0 hours, there was 1,000 bacteria. It has to start somewhere. And after 1 hour had passed, there was now 3,000 bacteria. After 2 hours had passed, there were 9,000 bacteria. After 3 hours, 27,000. And after 4 hours, 81,000. And I wonder if you can see what's happening there. We don't have a common difference. In fact, if we were to subtract them, we would see we don't get a common first difference. We'd go 2,000 and then 6,000 and then 18,000 and then 54,000. So we don't have a common first difference. We don't have a common second difference either. 4,000, 12,000, and 36,000. Okay, so I said if this happens, what you need to look at is, am I multiplying by something instead? And I am. 1,000 multiplied by 3 will give me 3,000. And if I multiply again by 3, I get 9,000. And if I multiply that by 3, I get 27,000. And if I multiply that by 3, I get 81,000. So this sequence is tripling. I am multiplying by the same number every time, which means it is an exponential sequence. You multiply by the same number each time. Therefore, it is an exponential sequence. Okay, good. So that is everything we want to learn on patterns. Today I'm going to ask you to do a little bit more practice. It's not going to be an assessment. I'm not going to give you an assessment in patterns. I still haven't corrected your last one anyway. But I do want you to practice with this just to seal off the topic, because we'll be starting on a new topic after Easter, hopefully in the classroom. And I can talk about the homework that you've done there. So I'm giving you some, not homework, I want you to do it during class time to practice with some revision questions on this chapter, just to finish off the chapter on patterns. Okay, thank you.